Hello, I'm Bobby Hawk, and I'm running for the Blue Springs Board of Education. Currently, I sit on the Board of Education, and I have for the past 3 years. And hopefully, April 5th, you, the public, will reelect me to continue to serve the staff and students of the Blue Springs School District. Each Friday, I'm releasing a 5-minute video, 5 minutes or so, called 5-Minute Fridays, addressing some of your questions, some of your concerns as we move closer towards the April 5th election. So we're 60 days away today from the election, and I'm excited. I want to share today with you. It's going to answer some of the questions I've received, some of the things that I'm passionate about, that I'm really looking forward to focusing on over the next 3 years. Now, these priorities, these focal points, if you will, are points that we as a board have discussed with our superintendent. These are things that we agree on, that we're passionate about, and certainly want to put a lot of focus on. And so let me highlight those for you. These are just kind of some general areas. The first general area is teachers and staff. We need to focus on both recruitment and retention. It is a both and. We need to make sure that we can recruit the best teachers and staff, and of course, find ways to retain them. Now, that's a large task, and I've discussed a little bit about the teacher recruitment and retention in previous videos, but staff would also include, for example, our safety resource officers. As I've mentioned, it's our priority that we can get an officer in every building, a full-time resource officer in every one of our schools over the next, well, hopefully a couple of years. And so we're going to work towards that. But recruiting the right staff and then retaining them must be a priority. And I'm glad that our board agrees on that, our current board. Additionally, I think of educational pathways. We need to focus on both intervention and innovation. Again, both sides of the same coin. Intervention is helping those who need a little bit of extra help, whether that's due to COVID, maybe they were out of school for some time, maybe they've gotten behind, or maybe they just, despite being in school, are struggling. The interventionists that we have hired and put in place in our schools, that needs to last beyond COVID. That needs to be a long-term priority for our board because it does help those students to get caught up as best as they can. And then the innovation piece would be things like the long-term virtual learning opportunities that we may have as a school district now that we have virtual. Going beyond that, what I'm most excited about with innovation is our career tech, the innovation that will take place once the freshmen move over to Blue Springs High School. The works are already coming together. The bond you've already approved to get that started. And so it's really exciting, the partnerships that we can develop in the community with other businesses and places to teach kids in the career pathway. Listen, not every kid should go to college. College is not the only pathway, and we want to make that clear. It's not college is better and then we settle for career tech as an alternative. No, every kid has a different path, and we want to be innovative in the way that we create pathways for both college-bound kids and those who can enter directly in the workforce and already have a step up on the competition, already have credentials and certificates that they were able to achieve in high school. So that's very exciting. So not only teachers and staff and educational pathways, but one of our priorities would be the allocation of resources. That's one of the prime responsibilities of a school board, is to manage budgets and bonds. Bonds would be what we pass that, of course, help us to build facilities, and there will be a future bond in our community. I can't tell you when, I can't tell you how much, and I can't tell you the needs that will be addressed, because that will come from a lot of conversations that we will be having with you, the public. But in our future, we will need to do another bond to address growth, to address the career tech and the innovation parts of our school district, and to address other needs that may arise. But we also have budgets, and that's what's challenging. School districts don't have ways to increase income. We're not a business. We can't come out with a new product that we can sell. So our income is limited to federal, state, and local pieces of income, whether that's property or personal property tax, to the state's assistance that they provide with what we call the formula. Either way, we're limited on our income. And the majority of our expenses already go towards staff. We are in the people business. So allocating those resources to make sure that we can take care of the people we have, but also hire the additional people we need will be a priority for our board. And then we have, last but not least, mental health. I've mentioned this in a previous video. I won't spend a lot of time on this, but that could be broken down into support and specialist. Mental health support for everyone, for every teacher, for every staff member, for every student, making sure we're providing support for everyone, but also the specialist, those that we've hired already for our middle and high schools, expanding that out even further to make sure that those that need a little bit extra support, specialized support, have that available. Now, if you like acronyms or you want an easy way to remember it, it's TEAM, T-E-A-M, teachers and staff, educational pathways, allocation of resources, and mental health. And as a team, as our board comes together, we can continue to focus on that. It's a priority of our current board, and hopefully, if you elect me April 5th, it will continue to be a priority moving forward over the next few years for the Blue Springs School District. Again, I'm Bobby Hawk. My purpose is simple. I want to help staff and students fulfill theirs, and I would appreciate your support and your vote on April 5th so I can continue to serve the families of BSSD. Thank you.